Hello and welcome everyone again into another video, and in today's video we have some amazing nice battles using a semi-budget team. I call it semi-budget. In my opinion, this is a budget team, but I know that people be like, oh no, this is not a budget team. A budget team is like triple Pidgeot. Yeah, that's like when people want to hear. It's like, okay, this is a budget team, and then like they expect Pidgeot and none of them is XL. Why do I call this as a budget team? We have a Mamoswine, which is a Pokemon that has been featured in a community day for like 12 times so far. Dragonite, same. We had like 20 community days for Dragonite easily. And yes, the Alga is legendary, but it's not a hundo, so that's why I call it a semi-budget team. I've said it before, if you want to play Master League, you have to have a Dialga, okay? Unless you want to struggle. Like, you can play Master League without a Dialga, but if you get Dialga, it's 10 times easier. If you get the Dialgazation, it's 20 times easier. If you have a Groudon, it's also 20 times easier. I know that people requested lots of budget teams. I am not gonna give you a team where I tank to 2000 elo and then tell you like, oh my god, this is the best budget team, and then you use it, you invest your resources, and then you end up going 0-20, because you know, like, for me to get that team to work, I have to tank into a lower elo and then delete like the picture where it shows the elo of both the trainers. Here we have some amazing battles by MATTBEER. MATTBEER is one of the best players in the world by far. He always hit 3500 easily in every season, and he's not like a tryhard. He doesn't even play all day every day. He plays most of the weekends. I will be linking his Twitch channel in the description if you're looking for like budget teams, not that heavy XL heavy teams. He is your streamer, by the way. He's not like a regular streamer, but he does stream. He hit number 9 on leaderboard, I think, last season, and he's been leaderboard like all the time, most of the time. And today he's running a Dragonite with Mamoswine and Dialga in the back, because Dialga is just the best Pokemon. So Mamoswine wins the one straight Avalanche, and opponent here brought in Giratina. So there is two options: you go Dialga, you go Dragonite. Going Dialga is always the best. Why? Because you completely shut it down. Dragonite doesn't appreciate the damage. So here we have a Ho-Oh, so him going Dialga was actually good. Opponent baited. So here's the thing: Brave Bird does around like 80%, but you still have to no shield it. Because if they Brave Bird, you can put it like low. He doesn't need to kill this with the Dragonite. He legit can just let this go here and farm down with the Dialga and take the game home. And you see, opponent is running a triple XL legendaries, and he won with Mamoswine and Dragonite. So I'm trying. He sent me like 25 battles, so I tried to feature the most unique teams, so we don't have the same team twice if possible. But you know, Master League is extremely limited meta. There's only 9 Pokemons that people use. So look how he plays the Zacian lead. Zacian is supposed to beat his entire team. Zacian ended up throwing Wild Charge. That's extremely unlucky, okay? Sorry, Matthew, but that's funny. Opponent doesn't have close combat, but they faked it with a Wild Charge. He ended up catching. He was happy with the catch. He thought he caught close combat, and then he ended up catching a Wild Charge. Okay, Lugia is also tough for the team. It's extremely tough. But look how he managed his energy. He is now loaded. He has almost 2 avalanches. His Dialga is considered healthy. He saw the Pokemon, and he threw his avalanche, and it's a Dialga. So Dialga, you won't throw the high horsepower, but if you throw the high horsepower, sometimes you don't get to the move. So look how calculated what he did is. He almost got to the avalanche. Okay, if he threw the high horsepower, he doesn't get to the avalanche if they stayed in, but they swapped out, so he was able to farm them down and then get to the move. Now I don't think he needs to throw, but throwing here doesn't wait, they don't have a shield, so he just throw and win the game. Moving to the next one, another Zacian lead. So see, Zacian's supposed to triple beat everything. Zacian beats not just beat, Zacian destroy every Pokemon in this team. Okay, just because he's playing against a hard counter doesn't mean he's gonna lose. He's still gonna put like a respectable fight. Look at this. Okay, winning lead doesn't mean losing winning game. Losing lead doesn't mean losing lead to the algorithm. No, You have to put a fight. Look at this. So he has to double shield. Why he has to double shield? Because this is the only thing that can do a good amount of damage, and he's going for the catch. The catch here is crucial. Why? Because he's gonna outpace to the... oh my, this is horrible now. This is actually horrible. They have Lugia as well. Lugia is the only Pokemon in the entire game that can farm a Dragonite from full HP without throwing a charge move. That's not a fairy Pokemon. Like, it can completely Dragon Tail a Dragonite from full HP without throwing a charge move and tank all the energy from Dragonite, as long as Dragonite doesn't have like Draco stuff. Because Dragonite and Superpower and... Superpower and Dragon Claw. See, completely far down. Now, if they bring Zacian, he's gonna Iron Head. Opponent was trying to be sneaky and they brought a Dragonite. He Draco'd. Swap out, throw an Avalanche. And in this team, he played against two Code Breakers. He played against Zacian and he played against Lugia. And he still claps with a budget team, okay? Okay, Dialga lead. High Horsepower doesn't one-shot, but with the Powdered Snow it does. But as a Mamoswine, you always bait here. Why you always bait? Because you want to outpace the 3 before they get to 2, I think. So look at this. He shield, and he can still get to 2. If you throw High Horsepower, you only get to 2 High Horsepowers. Mamoswine has like load of HP, but it doesn't have defense, so any fast move does lots of things. I might not agree with this play. I usually would rather save the Avalanche and swap out, but look at that. He was able to grab a shield, and that shield is crucial to him because now he's going to be able to Draco this Lugia. If he lands the Draco, he doesn't need to shield the Dialga, but shielding Dialga is never a bad idea. It's never a bad idea, trust me. Like, even a debuffed Dialga can still clap all the dragons. They brought Giratina back. Now, look at this. He threw mid-fast moves so they aren't able to catch. I feel like I should be playing these battles on 1 speed because I need to go through most of the... Since he's playing like a budget team, so we need to go through more about the plays. Another Zacian in the lead, so... Because I want to make sure that we feature all the Zacians so we don't get people in chat and comment be like, oh, this team won't lose to 1 Zacian. Yeah, so far he clapped every Zacian lead. Another wild charge. See, he saw the wild charge. He still shield because sometimes the opponent will fake it. Look at that. He didn't fail for it. See, they threw a wild charge, assume to make you think that they don't have a close combat, but he still shield the next one. Why? Because if he no shield, he just lose the entire game. So even if they fake it and they stayed in, that means they have a close combat. Okay, you can't trick MATTBEER. Look at that. And now he's down 2 shields. What's he gonna do? Well, he's gonna grab a shield at least. Look at this. And now I think he can horsepower, but no, the Avalanche is always what you throw on if you're using Mamoswine. So he's gonna stay in because he's able to get to another 1, or at least force them to throw. So I agree with this play, like don't throw, force your opponent to dump their energy. And look at that, now he's loaded on energy. Throwing here doesn't do him anything, so catching is the ideal play, and he get the catch. He caught, this Dragonite caught so many close combats so far. I think he's superpowered here. Because if you don't get a shield, I don't think it does enough damage. Dragonite might not live that. I think you live with like 1 HP. No, that's more than 1 HP. This is enough to grab the shield, and then he has a move on his Dialga. And see, he beat Zacian again, even though they faked it. Mamoswine into Landorus. Landorus is a code breaker to this team because superpower almost 1 hit KO the Mamoswine. Also Lando KO the Dialga, and Lando can also beat the Dragonite. So code breaker again into this team. He did not throw here because it doesn't make sense to throw, to be honest. Because this is gonna be a Draco. So now he's down 2 shields. Just because he's down 2 shields, that doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Remember, the team is not the greatest team. He doesn't have Zacian, he doesn't have Ho-Oh, he doesn't have all these crazy good legendaries, he doesn't have Lando. So he has to make a play based on that. He tried to CMP here. Well, it's not like tried to CMP. He got the move, so he wanted to throw it. So now I agree with going with the Dragonite, because if you go the other one, he might superpower and dip. Now, look at this. He lives a Dark Pulse. Opponent didn't overfarm, which is good for him. So now he can do one, then throw. And now he can force them to throw as well, I think. But I think opponent has to commit to the Snarl down. Yep, opponent has to commit. That's the only win con. And look at this. Look at that. Another win against Analyzation lead. Sorry, Landorus lead. Dialga. He's technically fine against Dialga. With this team, Dialga is probably the best lead he could get, even though Dialga can win the two. First Avalanche, getting shielded. He shield back. Iron Head comes through, and opponent trying to catch on a Palkia. So he still throw the Avalanche. Why? Because he want to go Dialga and farm it all the way down. Because if you insta go Dialga, I think they get to the Draco. But in fact, if you throw, you can farm down and still have a Dialga within lots of HP. Good enough HP to be able to pressure the opposing Dialga as well. So look how much load this Dialga is putting. I mean, wait. Like, it's... Like, his Dialga is capable of beating a Pokemon and a half, and the other two has to beat a Pokemon and a half. This is, like, how he's playing so far. Like, he's maximizing his energy. Okay. He has the shield. Shadow Ball does a lot, and if they have Dragon Pulse, it KOs. So that was a nice shield, by the way. I might not shield there, but if they land the Dragon Pulse, they win. And now, he takes game. Moving into the next one. Is he playing? What's his name? Wait, I feel like I know the avatar. Yeah, I know the avatar. I know this, but this person always plays spicy stuff. Arcanine. What does Arcanine beat? It beats Zacian. It beats the Steel. It has Crunch for the Ghosts. He swap out to... Did the Dialga get punished by an Excadrill? So I don't know if this is a snipe or this is an actual team, because I see him laughing. That means he also knows like the opponent. Now how can he beat this Excadrill? This Excadrill is gonna sweep. He cannot shield this, and he has, I think, can he? Oh, my opponent doesn't know. Maybe opponent is trying to throw in case they are trying to catch a Rock Slide, but you want to throw a Drill Run here. Opponent throwing Rock Slide in case this in case MATTBEER go for the catch, because MATTBEER always go for the catch. So they brought the Arcanine. They have Fire Fang. What is that? Celesteela? Bro. Celesteela. Bro, what's this? Yeah. This is Sky Attack. No, it's Body Slam. He lives that. And opponent top left because they lose. Mamoswine into Machamp. This is a horrible lead. And he can't swap out. He has to stay in because he has only one answer to this, which is the Dragonite. Is that a Shadow Hundo? I don't think so. I think like it's like 98 or 96. He had to shield this. Why? Because... Oh my, this is a horrible... What's he gonna do? My guy's getting sniped here. This is a stream snipe, 100%. Isn't this Ace Trainer? I think this is Ace Trainer. Oh boy. Dragonite literally almost clapped Ground Ball. Like, there is lots of CP, the difference in CP. Oh my, the Excadrill in the back, they top left. Oh, I guess that's like someone's trying to snipe. Yeah, this is Ace Trainer. Ace Trainer is one of the best players in the world. He's usually in the top 10 on leaderboard. So this is going to be like a tough fight for him, especially with the Zacian lead. So if Ace Trainer win, if MATTBEER wins, that means this is the ideal play on how to play the Zacian. This is the last battle? No, there's more. I tried, I think, to put like 12 battles just so I can feature every potential lead and swap. Okay, it's a quick attack is, by the way, worse for him than Snarl, because with the Snarl there's almost no fast move pressure. They swapped in Dialga. He has to throw here to put it within like a respectable health. So as a Dialga, if you swap, you get 2 Dragon Breaths and you go straight for the Iron Head. Ace is smart. Look how much he actually got himself low, so he doesn't give MATTBEER farm. So look how ideally Ace plays are. But MATTBEER has a Dragonite in the back, which walls the Dragonite. But in either situation, look, he literally left him without farm, which is low-key tough for him now, because he used to rely on that farm to flip the matchup. Now all he needs to do is to swap and powder snow down if possible. If it's not possible, there's nothing he can do. They Draco here, he Dragon Breath, and he wins this game. See, guys? Like, no one's gonna play that team better than Ace Trainer, and MATTBEER still won. That means this is Mamoswine usually claps Zacian teams, even though Zacian destroyed his entire team. So Dialga into Mewtwo, usually, like, if a Mewtwo needs level 50 a Shadow Ball and Side Strike. So as a Mewtwo, if you land the Shadow Ball, you go straight for the Side Strike. I think a Mewtwo... What happened there? Mewtwo is supposed to get to another Side Strike, I think. Oh, wait. No, they only get to one. They only get to one move in the 0. So they didn't throw because they wanted to farm down, so they can get, like... Because if you see, like, Mamoswine can outpace Dialga to 3 moves where Dialga get to 2. But if the almost... It's like, I think there's like a 1 turn difference. If Dialga gets an energy lead, you're gonna deny that. So that's actually a smart play by the opponent. Now he's gonna go for the... Both are committing for the full farm down. Opponent is not getting there, so MATTBEER is able to throw this Avalanche, and now he's gonna blindly swap and rely on winning the back. And that was a good game. Well played, Mr. MATTBEER. Make sure to give him a follow. I'll be leaving his live stream on the description below. He doesn't stream that much, but he streams most of the weekends at NA-EU friendly time. Okay, Side Strike coming here. It's good that he no-shielded the Side Strike. That means he can just shield the next one. And you see here, I don't think he needs to shield this, because it's going to be a second Side Strike. And they bring in the Giratina. Giratina, like, the good thing about this team is that if the opponent has a Giratina, Giratina has nowhere to go. He has triple counters to Giratina. Now, this is the debate. Does he go Mamoswine or Dragonite? Energy on both are good, but energy on Mamoswine is much better than energy on Dragonite, because the Mamoswine potentially can hit every Pokemon in this cup, while Dragonite's energy is Dragon Claw with superpower. So it has to go against something that's either a Dragon or a Steel. In both situations, it doesn't KO. While energy on Mamoswine is extremely important because Avalanche is one of the best charge moves in the game. It's actually a Side Strike clone, and High Horsepower can almost one hit KO most of the Steel. Since he landed the Avalanche, he doesn't need to stay in, so he decided to swap out, and now it's gonna be a race to the charge move. He gets it there. Opponent realized that, and they top left. Thank you so much, MATTBEER, for sending me these battles. There is actually one more. People, in case you're asking, how does he play against Heatran lead? So if Heatran is in the lead, you stay in. Yeah, you stay in. You wait until they throw, you shield. If it's Magma Storm, you High Horsepower. If they shield, you keep farming. You go Dragonite. You no shield. If it's a Stone Edge, you top left. Again, that's the difference between a budget team and an actual team. So yeah, you don't have an answer to everything, but he actually went, I think, 18-7 with this team on his live stream. I was actually watching, and like, I was impressed by his gameplay. So yeah, thank you so much, MATTBEER, for sending me these battles. I will be leaving his live stream in the description below, and hope you guys enjoy these battles, and hopefully you can build this team if you are struggling to play Master League. Dialga, I think you need 15, 14, 13. That's like the minimum you could use for Master League. 15, 14, 13, as long as it's a best buddy Dialga. So good luck with your climb. Thank you so much for watching, and again, don't forget to give him a follow, to give MATTBEER a follow. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Peace.